Heidi ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old den of tools. And the Bears got yet a second day in a row. We got back-to-back made in the USA hand tools. So let's jump into it. We're talking about Milwaukee, of all people. Milwaukee are about to start launching made in the USA hand tools. Now, this is the factory that they just built. $55 million they just dropped on this sucker here. Now, this is in West Bend, Wisconsin. Cute little town. About 32,000 people. Great size for a town, if you ask me. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, Milwaukee's been, they did power tools for a while, doing great at that. They decided to want to expand. This is a while back, and they jumped into the hand tools thing. Now, of course, their power tools are made overseas. They had R&D and management stuff in the U.S., but even with the hand tools, they were looking to have them made in Taiwan. Taiwan is kind of the home now for better than made in China, not quite made in the U.S., but a great bang for the buck. And they had decent tools. I will say this, the tools were decent quality. I was never a huge fan of them for two reasons. A, I thought the pricing was a bit high on them. And B, I thought the designs were a bit gimmicky. They had all these weird angles and stuff they seemed to throw in there for absolutely no reason other than for some sort of branding thing. But that's kind of ridiculous. The new tools, though, we don't have any idea. Are they going to be the same design? Are they going to be different designs? We're not too sure. Here's what we do know. They're going to have an uphill road here going back to USA-made tools. There's definitely going to be a price increase. So how are they going to get back into this market? And because I'll say the Milwaukee tools have not exactly dominated the way that power tools have. Well, they're going to target some of the niche trades here starting off. They're going to be looking at electricians. They're going to be looking at plumbers. They're going to be looking at linemen. And they're going to be looking at HVAC guys. All right, so that's where they're looking to break into the market, which is exactly the same playbook they ran in trying to dominate the power tool market. They're going up against big names like DeWalt and Bosch and Makita and such. And so what they did was they owned these niche markets first, got real headway in those markets, and then expanded out from there. Now, as far as the first tools we're going to see coming out of there, spokesman for Milwaukee said that we can expect to see diagonal cutting pliers coming out as well as screwdrivers. Now, I'm not sure exactly which pliers and which screwdrivers we're going to see. Considering that they're going to be targeting these trades, I would not be surprised to see that it's this style, the insulated electrician screwdriver. We're not sure. Now, what we're looking at right now, though, this is what's currently on the market, is you're seeing, at least for side cutters, which is going to be a good comparison, we're seeing a 7-inch diagonal cutting plier from Milwaukee, the made in Taiwan, selling for about $20. Now, made in the USA is going to jump that up probably another 33%. You're looking at Kleins. They're coming in. Now, these are 6-inch Kleins, and Klein is like the original hand tool of Sparkies here in the USA. If you're an electrician, you're looking for made in the USA tools, and you want to support your trade, Klein almost always seems to be the way I see these people go. $28.99 for the 6-inch D202s there. The other option, just a classic, and of course I love them, is the channel locks. They're good quality. I wouldn't say they're quite up to the level of the quality of the Kleins, but they have a great selection. They often go on some really outrageous sales. $24 is what we're looking on the channel lock, made in the USA again. The other made in the USA option, of course, is Williams, which is a step down from the Snap-on. The Snap-ons, you're looking at $50-some there for Snap-ons. The Williams, you're looking at $28.76. So that's kind of the triumvirate, the three of them. But there's going to be more. There are more than just that. They made this comment. The reporter on this made this comment where he's like, of course, this is the first time for Milwaukee to make tools in the U.S. They say hand tools. I think it's any tools. I don't know if any tools that Milwaukee is making in the U.S. Anyway, that goes against a general tool trend, or tool industry trend of more production in other countries. And I take issue with that because it wasn't a trend. It was the way the market was going, and it's been like that for 20, 30 years. This is nothing new in having people make stuff overseas. The new stuff, the trend now is having stuff coming back to the U.S., what we call reshoring, and you're seeing a lot of companies do that. A lot of it due to pandemic issues and shipping issues and rising costs in fuel and just general instability in the world markets and security and stuff like that. Anyway, they're seeing that maybe this wasn't the most stable kind of investment to have all your eggs in these overseas baskets. So we're seeing a lot of more companies bringing stuff back in the U.S. because it's just becoming cost effective. Craftsman, we just saw they're opening their plant now, or at least by the end of the year. I think it's going to be in the next couple of months here. We're going to start seeing Craftsman hand tools coming out of the plant down in Fort Worth. Next up, we got Tecton. Tecton has consistently started to nibble away at their made in China, reducing that, even reducing their made in Taiwan, and replacing those with made in the USA tools. In the pliers market, in the screwdrivers markets, pry bars, all sorts of stuff, they're seeing more and more made in the USA stuff over at Tecton. But another one, and a big one in this, is Southwire, which has probably been the number 2 I see for Sparkies looking for hand tools. Southwire has been a big supplier for the electrical industry and repair and such for years and years and years. They had made overseas tools in about 2017 or 18 it was. They announced that they were going to start making tools back in the USA, and that's awesome. This is their Southwire made in the USA 8-inch high leverage angled diagonal pliers. Again, you're looking at $29, so you're in the high 20s here. Now that said, for Southwire, if you're listening, please go back to the yellow handles. I get the red and the blue, and it's very patriotic and everything, but they're dark colors, and if I'm searching through a bag, those yellow handles really jump out. The blue ones, not so much. Anyway, I see this as a trend, and I think more companies are going to go this way. It makes sense for investment. It makes sense for security of distribution and stuff like that. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Go and check this out. Of course, Milwaukee can't wait to see these when they hit the market. Stay tuned. Make sure you've liked and subscribed, because if you want to find out when these hit the market, the Bear's going to tell you. Also, be sure to check out our other social media. I don't talk about it a lot. We're on Instagram, over on TikTok as well. Usually the same kind of stuff on both. So basically, whichever one. If you're always on Instagram, check out Instagram. If you're on TikTok, check out the old TikTok. And what you see there is you're going to see some of the stuff you see here, plus a lot of the behind the scenes of our our family life here in Montana and down in Vegas. The whole, as we like to call it, the mountain life. Just cruising back and forth along the Rocky Mountains as we do. So if you like to see stuff like that, like to see last night we we're down at the Big Timber Rodeo. Whew, what a show. It was madness last night. The animals were going crazy. We had bulls taking a nap in the middle of the ring. We had bucking horses trying to do backflips. That was freaky. Anyway, be sure to check it out. Of course, links as always down below. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.